This is the only technique that you will ever need to get anything that you ever want in life. And the reason that I'm making this video is because for so long I have been trying to manifest everything that I want. I've been doing affirmations, I've been doing scripting, I've been doing visualizations, I've been doing anything that you have heard as it pertains to manifesting. I have done it, I have tried it, but this is the only technique that I have done and I have seen instantaneous results. And I'm not talking about having to wait 3 months, 6 months, a year. I am talking the minute that I decided to do this, my life has changed. And I have been doing this for 3 days and I have felt every ounce of change that can be possible with this technique. And listen to this carefully, because I don't want to hear any other questions about manifesting or anything like that once I tell you what the technique is. So the technique, all you ever need to do to get anything that you want in life is simply identity shift. And when I say identity shift, I mean it in the literal sense. Occupy the identity of you that has exactly everything that you want. Occupy that version of you right now. In other words, be the version of you that has it all right now. I've spent so much time thinking that I have to try to manifest. So many of us think that we have to try to manifest, but the thing about it is that we are masterful manifestors by nature. The thing about it is that we don't know what it is that we're manifesting a lot of the times. We are very unconscious and we're not aware of what it is that we are manifesting. So we're walking through life thinking that we have to try to manifest, myself included. I've been thinking for the longest, my 26 years of living, I've been thinking like, oh, I have to manifest this. I have to do this. There's work required to manifesting. But the thing about it is that you manifest even when you aren't even trying to manifest. Like, you've manifested clicking on this video to gain more insight on how to manifest better just by you occupying, like you did that with no effort. You stumbled upon this video and now you're receiving new information about quote unquote manifesting, but there was no work done to it. It just happened. And that's all manifesting is. Manifesting is no different than breathing. You don't have to think about breathing. You just simply breathe, or walking, or blinking, or all of the things that seem effortless in your life. That is how simple manifesting is. But the thing about it is, like I said earlier, we don't know what we're manifesting a lot of the time. So we are on autopilot up until the point where we decide to make the conscious effort, like, okay, I do not like my life. My life is shitty. I want to manifest something different. And that's when you have to do the inner work to ask yourself, okay, what are my beliefs? What beliefs do I have currently? And does the beliefs that I have currently serve the version of me that wants everything that I want? And the way that I stumbled upon identity shifting is because really and truly, I recognize that everything that I've been doing up until this point has just not been working. I have been, like I said, I've done the visualizations, I've done the scripting, what else? The repetition, repeating affirmations, all of these different sorts of things, but it just takes too long and I hate it. I hate things that take too long. I have patience, but something like this, it doesn't require that much patience. You simply just have to decide, like, okay, I am it. That is it. That is all you have to do. And someone might ask and they say, oh, well, it can't be that simple. But your belief that it isn't that simple is what's prolonging the inevitability of you achieving anything that you want. So, quick story. For the longest, I have been driving Uber. Well, not the longest. I've been driving Uber for the past year. And I used to be able to make $1,000 a week, $1,200 a week, easy. But the past, I would say 6 to 8 months, I have not been able to crack, I don't even know, 700 or maybe even 600 or 500 a week. And for the longest, I'm just like, bro, what the hell? Like, what's going on? But if I'm being brutally honest with myself, I have been occupying the frequency of somebody who believes that money is hard to make, Uber is slow, and I essentially cannot make the same money that I used to make when I first started driving Uber. And because of that, that is exactly what my reality has continued to show me for the past 6 to 8 months. But for the past 3 days, literally the past 3 days, I've been telling myself, oh no, I am somebody who makes $2,000 a week driving Uber, or I'm somebody who makes $1,200. Really, I said $1,200, but I'm upping it now because I'm seeing just how quickly this stuff actually, how fast it actually works. So I've been telling myself, okay, I'm somebody who makes $1,200 a week easy with Uber, and no BS. For the past 3 days, I have been able to hit my numbers so that I am on pace to hit $1,200 for the week grossed. And you may think that I'm doing something differently. You may think that I am, or people are just getting in my car now, or whatever the case may be, but it's none of that, because it hasn't been difficult. It hasn't been hard. It hasn't been this strenuous or stressful thing. It's really been effortless, because realistically, the things that we do want and the things that we know that we deserve, it is effortless to obtain. It's effortless to achieve. But the thing about it is that we like to overcomplicate the things that we want, because we believe that, oh, if this thing is larger or whatever the case may be, like you may think that $100,000 is this massive thing, but because you think that it's massive, now you're no longer you're not vibrating at the same frequency of that thing. So you're seeing it as this larger than life thing. So it's going to look at you as if you're small. And now you're not on the same wavelength of that thing. But the minute that you look at $100,000 like it's $1, then at that point, it's a lot easier for you to manifest it. Like, I look at $1,200 a week as the baseline. Like, that's nothing. Like, I feel like that's easy. And it's no coincidence that the minute for the past 3 days, I have been persistent in the frequency of $1,200 a week. Each day has been lining up where I'm making more money than the day before. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I think that I think that so many people, I see so many videos on TikTok, so many videos on YouTube of people talking about manifesting and stuff like that, where I'm not seeing enough people talk about identity shifting. I mean, in a way, people talk about it. They talk about it in a way that is, I guess, more complicated than just the simplicity of identity shift. Like, simply be the version of you that has a car. Be the version of you that's in the house, that has the girl, that has the money, that has the career, that has the fame. Be that version now. And when I say be that version, I'm talking about emotionally, vibrationally, energetically. Ask yourself, if I had $100,000 in my bank account, how would I act? And operate from that version of you 100% of the time. I was gonna say 99%, but I don't even want to give it 1%. I need that. You need that extra percent. Like, you have to persist in that frequency so freaking much that once you do that, you will literally see your life and the world around you in such a different lens, where you recognize that, oh, it doesn't even matter what the hell happens externally, because now you're walking with so much confidence, so much gratitude, so much peace and calm, knowing that I already have everything that I want. So there's no reason for me to seek anything outside of myself in order to confirm what I already know to be true. And that's all that identity shifting is. That's all manifestation is, because people confuse manifestation with an act. But really and truly, manifesting is just a byproduct of whatever frequency that you're giving off. So if you're somebody who is constantly the victim in every single scenario, or you feel like life is just happening to you, or life is just kicking you in the ass, your world is going to reflect that frequency that you're giving off. But the minute that you decide, okay, you know what, fuck that. Because I used to be that. I used to be that person who would be like, oh my God, like no job wants to hire me. Uber slow. I'm behind on rent, all these different type of shit. But the man was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not gonna feed this because it's just confirming my own biases. Because really and truly, the things that go on in our life is really just a bias. Like, it's not even true, like fully. Until you believe it to be true, that's when it becomes true. But the minute that you just decide, like, you know what, I don't subscribe to this anymore. This is not helping me. Me believing that Uber is slow, me believing that money's hard to make, all of these things, that does not help me at all. It makes it harder for me to get the things that I want because I am giving energy to an undesired outcome. But why would I do that? And the thing about it is, we do shit like that all the time because we believe that that's just how we were programmed to be. We weren't programmed to be the masters of our reality. We were always programmed to be the victims. We were always programmed to think that, okay, manifesting is hard. I don't deserve this money. It can happen to them, but not me. But the person that it's happening for just believes that it can happen for them. And the same way that it can happen for them is the same way it can happen for you. And the easiest way to get anything, and I'm talking anything, and the reason why identity shifting is so powerful is because you don't have to pinpoint anything. And I think that's what I love so much about identity shifting, because I don't have to sit and think, oh, I want to manifest a car. I want to manifest a girl. I'm simply just being the version that has everything. I have it all right now, energetically, emotionally. I feel it. I walk through my house thanking God for the luxury apartment. I thank God for my Range Rover. I thank God for my millions of subscribers, my 100,000 monthly listeners, all of these things. I thank God now. Before I even start my day, I thank God for the money that I have, that I've already earned. And it happens so effortlessly where I don't even have to question if I'm going to make the money that I intend to, because I've already given thanks and I operate with the conviction and knowing that this is the frequency that I am aligned with. So it's only natural that my life is going to reflect that. And that is as simple as it gets. Everything else is just you overcomplicating it and feeling as though that you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to script, you have to visualize, you have to do affirmations, you have to meditate, you have to do all these things. And it's not to say that these things don't work, but it's adding an extra step to something that was not meant to be complicated whatsoever, because all of the things that we think that we need to do in order to manifest, they're just tools. They're just tools and techniques to kind of get you to just this simple concept that I'm explaining to you right now is just simply being the version of you that has everything. Anytime that you are thrown off, anytime that you are confused, anytime you question, you feel worried, you feel scared, ask yourself. And I'm not here to say that it's gonna take some practice. It's not something that is, I guess, easy to grasp when you first start doing it, but the minute that you do and you really start to tap into just the energy of, you know what would my higher self do? What would the version of me that makes $100,000 a month, how would they respond to this? How would I respond to this as somebody who has the millions of followers, all of these things? The thing that I came to realize when I'm thinking of the version of me that has it all, I am very relaxed. I am very calm. I am very just even kill about a lot of stuff. Like 2 days ago, literally as soon as I persisted in this frequency, I lose my lavalier mic. And this is a $150 mic. And I didn't even flinch because I was like, oh, I make $100,000 a month. Why would I care about losing $150 lavalier mic? And when you start to do things and you start to neutralize things that seem massive in the grand, that you neutralize things that seem like it's larger than life, but it's actually minuscule in the grand scheme of things, you start to just move with like nothing can affect you anymore. And you can actually give energy to the things that you want. Like me giving energy to the outcome of, oh my God, I gotta buy a new mic. Oh my God, I can't perform, or I can't create content. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? But the minute that I let that go, and I was just like, you know what, it is what it is. And eventually it'll turn up, because I'm sure it will. I think it's in my house somewhere. It might be in my car. I don't know. But it'll turn up. But it doesn't matter, because I'm still gonna be able to film content. Because that's what the real fear was. The fear wasn't even the fact that I lost the mic. It was the fact that I essentially wouldn't be able to record this video, or any video for that matter. But I could use this mic, I could use my phone as a mic, but these are solutions that came from me operating from the calm, knowing that, yeah, it's not a big deal. Because it really isn't. A lot of shit in life just isn't that big of a deal, but we like to make it so. And it's really important for you to grasp this concept if you are trying to just live a life of just abundance, ease, luxury, all of these things, because you deserve it. Like, you wouldn't have stumbled upon this video if you didn't deserve it. And I need you to get that through your head, because more times than not, we believe that we deserve less in life. But why? Why, bro? And I came to this realization when I'm literally in my room, sad as shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just thinking like, bro, this cannot be my life right now. Like, no way this could be my life right now. But the reason why I was believing, or the reason why my life was seeming like it was all going to shit, is because it was preparing me for this feeling right now. Because another thing about identity shifting that I guess, that makes it hard to really persist in the frequency is the fact that your life is going to start to go to shit. But the reason why your life is going to shit is because the version of you that you were previously could not have had this level of awareness with everything that was distracting you from being as aware as you are now. So I couldn't be this version that was just super duper calm in every single scenario, working a 9-to-5, or having an abundant amount of money, or having stability, or having a loving, or having a toxic relationship. All of these things, like, those things had to get removed because I needed to expand my consciousness. I needed to expand the version of me that could actually support and sustain this frequency. Because now I feel like, oh shit, it's easy. Like, even making this video, I'm making this video from the mindset of a YouTuber who has 1 million subscribers already. And there's no doubt in my mind that I'm not going to get 1 million subs, because I am operating from that version right now. And that is all you ever had to do. You just have to operate from the version of you that has it all right now, and you do not have to question. You don't have to ask again, are my manifestations coming true? Am I doing it correctly? You don't have to ask none of that. You could just chill. Like today, bro, I felt like I was on vacation, and I'm just getting mad trips. When I say trips, I'm talking about Uber riders, or I'm getting mad like ideas for videos, for songs. I'm a musician, for songs. Like, things just kind of flow because my mind isn't placed on, oh my God, I have to make rent. Oh my God, like, I don't have a girl right now. Oh my God, like, I'm so broke. I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking, yeah, I already have everything. So why am I stressing? I could just create for fun. Like, this video is fun to make because I know it's helping you guys, and it's also giving me that creative release. But yeah, bro, like, it really doesn't get any more simpler than that. And you don't have to overcomplicate it. Like, make it super simple. Like, you dictate the rules to everything. And the more that you occupy the frequency and the understanding that you are in charge of all of that shit, dog, life becomes like you're now on easy mode. Like, quite literally. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. This video went a lot longer than I anticipated, but it's only because I feel like this is the kind of stuff that really inspires and motivates me, because I think that I have been in this state for so long where I couldn't understand what was going on. I couldn't understand why things were taking longer than they needed to, but it was because I didn't have the belief that I have now. I didn't have the conviction that I have now. I didn't have the knowing that I am already the version of me that has it all. And now that I have that, I can share my knowledge with you guys, and I can help you get to where it is that you are struggling with in your career, in your life, in your love life, whatever the case may be. I feel like this is just the beginning of a new era where I can actually create from a place that is fulfilling, and I'm not having to pretend to be something that I'm not. So, that is all I have for you all today. I will catch you all in the next one. Peace and love.